Ay mga katsong, mga katsang, may buntag niya napunta sa atong bagong video. Ato isudgutan karon kaning kabahin sa proclamation of martial law. Mo ni capitalize kayo sa mga oposisyon. Ang hadlok sila ni Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos nga mahimong presidente kaya basig mapalik na po ang martial law. Ang martial law iproklamar na siya dili aron pagpatay og tawo. Ang martial law giproklamar na siya dili aron na isuppress ang freedom sa tao. Ang martial law giproclaim na siya to install law and order and stability of government. Mao siya ay katarungan nga ang presidente kung kinahanglanon na gyud mo proclaim of martial law. That is not against civilian. That is not against ordinary citizen or law-abiding citizen. That is only done, that is only proclaimed in order to install the stability of our government. Ako mo ipakita na ni para nga ma-enlighten ta why martial law is being declared.
To please pass a law proclaiming martial law because there was anarchy in the country. Now, let me say this, the opposition was strong and they were members of the Security Council and somehow they adopted a resolution which required that there be a unanimous vote for the armed forces to be able to move. And therefore the armed forces was immobilized. At the same time, I asked the opposition party to come and join me in the coalition government.
Just imagine even the opposition has been called.
And of course, they laughed at me and said, "Why should we join you? We're going to take over the government. By the time you're through with the exercise, you're dead, politically and otherwise." So, and they refused to join me. I asked the advice of the judiciary. I asked the Supreme Court justices, the Court of Appeals justices, and the members of the private sector. And all of them told me there's only one man who can proclaim martial law, and that is the president. And you are it. You are the only one who can proclaim martial law. This is why I must carry this particular mark in our history. I could not have transferred it to the legislature. Why? Because the legislature did not have the power. What does the Constitution provide? The President shall be the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, and he may order the armed forces out to quell any disorder, riot, rebellion, invasion, insurrection, and in case of invasion, insurrection, rebellion, or imminent danger thereof, when the public safety requires it, he may suspend the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus or proclaim martial law throughout the Philippines or any part thereof. What does that provision provide? It provides that only the president can proclaim martial law. I repeat, that is why I had to assume responsibility. And I am not one for shirking duty. The people said there was necessity for proclaiming martial law. And the people said, you are the only the official who can proclaim martial law. So I proclaim martial law. And I sincerely believe that it was necessary to proclaim martial law to install order and stability because there was complete anarchy throughout the country at the time. Now, therefore, at that particular period,
Yun na nga. Martial law is proclaimed. But it was not to go against civilian. It was not to go against ordinary and law-abiding citizen. It was only proclaimed to install law and order, stability of our country. But it was capitalized, and it is still being capitalized by the opposition. That once Marcos or BBM get into the palace on June 30, they are so afraid that BBM will declare martial law. I have a favorite quote. Do not count the chicks inside the eggs because we do not know how many chicks are alive. We do not presume that we know the thinking of BBM. We will wait until BBM starts his work. We will not destroy BBM as of this time. We have to support BBM so that if there is law and order, if there is a stable country, if we are not threatened by this opposition's action that they are still starting after losing the election, then there is no need for the president to declare martial law. So kamo mga oposisyon, kamong mga wala pa gyud kadawat hantod karon, stand down. Let's support the president. I also heard that you are going to create a non-governmental organization, pinakamalaki, so to say. That's good. That's good. But just be sure that that the purpose of that organization is to help the government to support the Filipino people, not to destroy it, so that the president of the republic will not be forced to declare martial law. We go back to a part of the term of President Duterte. Martial law was declared in Mindanao. And there was no problem because that has been declared only during the time na palagi yung mga teroristang bumabanat. Pero wala namang civilian na violate yung human rights nila. And in fact, I have so many friends in Mindanao, they were very happy because they can sleep at night, sound sleep, because of the declaration of martial law. Kaya lang, the opposition is always capitalizing it that is a distraction of the Filipino people. If you've seen also a video, according to what I've seen it, more than 100 plus lang sila nakalista doon na victim ng martial law. Pero sa ngayon, there are already more than 1,000 because everybody wanted to be listed that they were victims of martial law and claim for the monetary consideration. Yun yung problema sa atin eh. We always capitalize a situation for our own advantage. Hirap yun. May karma din yun. Mas mainam na yung kumikita tayo kahit pa kunti-kunti, pero yung talagang galing sa pawis, pinagpawisan natin. Hindi na yung nagsisigaw-sigawan tayo dyan, sumisigaw tayo dyan sa lansangan dahil binayaran tayo ng 200 pesos, 300 pesos, then they are claiming and we are claiming to be victims of that martial law. Hirap yun. May karma yun. If you still remember Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, he was one of the front runner of martial law. Alam niyo ba kung ano yung sinabi niya during the interview? Ito, pakinggan natin.
Ayaw niya ninyo gamitin ng presidente yung kapangyarihan na ibinigay ninyo sa kanya.
Ang pupay ko po, in general napapraning pagdating sa martial law.
Ano?
Ang publiko, napaparanoid
Who
pagdating
is the
sa martial law.
embodiment of the public to speak for them? How did you know the temper of the people?
Well, they express it in
You
their
know,
lives.
you know the trouble is that
Students.
we express certitudes that are not true, are fallacious. You know, to tell you the truth, people, even now, feel more secure, according to them, to the people I talk to, because I travel almost every month from Manila all the way to the north by car.
Kitam?
And they feel more secure because we have a president who is enforcing the law.
They
Yun.
trust the president more than they trust martial law per se.
No, martial law
Because there are
is,
two entities here.
martial law is,
You know, if it
martial
were
law
another
can-
president
martial
declaring
law
martial law,
is
it
not
would have been
self-executing. It is a power that may or may not be exercised by a president if he does not want. But he may be forced by the exigencies of national events in the society to exercise the powers, the ultima ratio, as they call it, available to a government, not to protect himself.
Yan. Narinig na natin yon. Martial law is not implemented to destroy us. Martial law is declared and implemented to protect us from terrorism, from people against the law, and to ensure that there is stability in the country. So, I hope everybody would understand that martial law during the time of Marcos being capitalized as destroyer of this country never destroyed the country. Of course, there were some military, there were some policemen who were abusing their power over that martial law. But that is isolated cases. The president never ordered the soldiers to kill. In fact, with the good heart of the president during the time of IDSA, Cardinal Sin, and Curiaquino, the order of President Marcos was to disperse the people of IDSA without using gun, without killing, without shooting. Therefore, please, we will not be negative of the entrance of President Bongbong Marcos because he is elected by 31 million. If you supported your 14 million votes to the other side, so be it. But we have to give chance to the majority president. This is the first time that we have a majority president, a person of BBM. If we can give the support to the 14 million supporters to Lini Robredo, why can't we give the support to 31 million? 14 plus 31, if that will work together, this country will be great again. This country will go back to its being the tiger of Asia. Again, marami pong salamat sa pakikinig. Marami pong salamat sa pag-view ng vlog ko na ito. And hoping that I imparted a little something to those listening. And sana doon sa mga sa baguhan sa channel ko, please hit like, share, and subscribe to help this channel so that this will be read and this will be viewed by some. Thank you very much. Good morning once again.